So we finally got some bit of information for Dragon Wilds and an update on future development that is worthy of talking about. If you guys have noticed, I have not made much content on Dragon Wilds recently on the channel. I have dumped so many hours into that title, and with not a lot coming to early access up until this point, I kind of stepped back for a little bit. But we did get a decent amount of information, and this information, as well as these updates, are coming in early September. This is going to be a massive update for the game. This is going to be the first big update the title has had, and this is going to include the range skill tree finally being unlocked and being able to be utilized. So be sure to prepare yourself in leveling this skill up. Accompanying the range skill tree is going to be different kind of attributes that we can apply and utilize for our character. We also know skill spells are going to be coming to the game. That's going to be interesting to see. New weapon types, a creative mode, which is going to be absolutely awesome for people who love massive builds. I know I do, as well as world custom settings and sliders. So we're going to be able to customize our world to our preferences. Things like vegetation regrowth, the amount of loot that can drop, day-night cycle lengths, enemy tier levels, if there's going to be any enemies in the world at all, and different things like that. Also going to have controller support, so there's going to be internal review shows more polish is needed specifically for controller users. Features include lock-on function for enemy targeting, all inputs for navigating menus, actions in place, input bindings reshuffled and optimized. It's currently playable on controller, but it's still in beta, so this is going to be great for those controller users specifically for the title. And then in the end of September, this is going to be the 9.1 patch, and this is going to include Cooking 3.0. It's going to completely rework the way cooking is going to be across the board for Dragon Wilds, and it's going to be based on the player feedback. And overall, a lot of these updates and a lot of what the developers have said for the title is the game is very, very player driven. So if you're in the Discords, you're in the Reddit, you're on Twitter, whatever it may be, or X, whatever you want to call it, they are taking a lot into accountability, and I do think that this is part of why the development has slowed down, because maybe they had different visions, and now that they're getting the players' insight, people are playing the early access and they're putting their input, they're kind of shifting the way they're going to be working and reworking these systems. So Cooking 3.0 is going to be massive. It's going to introduce a lot of different recipes, a lot of different ways to make recipes, different buffs and debuffs that we can apply to enemies based off of what you make. We also know localizations coming, new languages like Portuguese in Latin America, and there are other languages coming to the game, but this is pending approval by localization teams in those countries. We also do know a music update is coming. 30 to 45 minutes of new music will be introduced to the game. Includes classic RuneScape songs like Goblin Village, Goblin Game, 5 other classic tracks, and reorchestrated and translated into Dragon Wilds style specifically. Then in late October, we're going to get the coziness system. This is going to be version 1.0 for the coziness. Currently, proximity to bed reduces hunger, thirst, and fatigue, but they do plan on expanding this and having decoration items to enhance this base experience. New decorations will be added as well, and the design team has been exploring the full implementation of how decorations are going to impact the coziness system and our general thirst and fatigue and hunger based off of how decorated our base is. Now, the big update that will be coming for Dragon Wilds is going to be releasing early to mid-November, and this is going to be the Fell Hollow. This is going to open up a completely different area of the map, so we're finally going to get a new region. And so the biggest update of the year will be early to mid-December, and this is going to be the Fell Hollow. And this is going to be the Fell Hollow region opening up. The themes are going to be the undead, the souls, the spooky content. This is going to be perfect. I mean, it's kind of interesting. That they're releasing this in December. It would have been better if they did it in October or November, because it's going to be right on theme for Halloween. But we do know the new content that will accompany this is a completely new region. It's going to be like an undead area. It's going to be very dark, gloomy, gritty, whatever it may be. There's also going to be steel weaponry. Farming skills going to be introduced. New enemy types, new resource nodes, new NPCs, new quests for those NPCs, as well as new vaults. We also do know that there is an originally planned release in September of 2026 to have dedicated servers, but due to the high demand as well as what's happening with early access, this is going to have to be delayed for some time. So we do have a lot of information on what's going to be coming for Dragon Wilds. You know, it did take them quite a bit, and it still is going to take them quite a bit to drop a lot for this title. But, you know, once they fully flesh some things out, I think this game is just going to improve over time. I still enjoy it. I would recommend it to people, but the content that's currently in the title is not a lot and is few and far between, especially when it comes to building and things like that. But having these micro updates, having these bigger updates that will come later in the year gets me more excited to jump back in the game, check out the new regions, check out the new equipment, new vaults, new enemy types, and hopefully new building systems. Let me know if you guys have been playing Dragon Wilds. I know here on the channel we've been doing Grounded 2. We also do Borderlands. I'm hyped for Borderlands 4. That Borderlands 4 looter shooters, as well as Dragon Wilds and survival crafting titles, are the main games that I showcase here on the channel, as well as play in general. If you guys are into all those things, please drop a like on this video as it helps me and the channel grow, and subscribe. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers. I hope you guys are all doing well, and as always, stay happy, stay hyped, and have a beautiful day.